Hi everyone, it's Ikue. Today is the last day of Cancer, 29 degrees Cancer. We're maybe integrating all the lessons that we learned in this Cancer season, mastering emotions, and we are here. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue, and it's July 21st, 2025. It's Monday. How you guys feeling? How was your weekend? And I had a good weekend. Yeah, the weather was good. But July 21st always reminds me of the first day of summer vacation in Japan. So I was born and raised in Japan, and Japan, the school system is a bit different. Everything starts in April, and so when the sakura season starts, that's when everything starts, and that's the rhythm. And so we all have the first season of school from April to July. July 20th, and July 21st is the start of the summer vacation, and it goes until August 31st. So that's just the system of Japanese system. So yeah, it's like we have a less summer vacation, but July 21st always reminds me of the first day of summer vacation. Yeah. So yeah, we're feeling this heat. I think a lot of places in the world right now have heat waves. Vancouver is very mild, but I'm very grateful that we get to have a summer, like a proper summer this year. So that makes me happy. How are you guys feeling on this powerful 29 degrees Cancer? We've gone through this, huge tides and the waves of Cancer, and I am so proud of myself for riding the waves so much better. But because it's like energy repeats every year, every zodiac season offers us something, and I like to say that I rose above all the energy that trap us, contains us. It's more just there's an energy. And I'm just became better at riding the waves. So wave riders, I like that. I like to use that word, wave riders. We're ocean riders, right? And fascia is the ocean. I like to use fascia. Use the word water, inner water, ocean, and the flow as our fascia. And this flow goes outside, right? It's about the relationship you have with this water. And we're all water bender and water witch. Yeah, hi Lee, good morning. And we're riding the wave. I got to go in the water yesterday, and I'm literally moving like this in the water. And I'm just like, wow, this is literally like water bender. Hi, Christy. So yeah, that made me very, very happy. I think we're betting, 29 net to 11, and so that's a Virgo energy today. And 11 also, you can do the calculation to net to 2, and that's literally the day when we love ourselves and love ourselves more, according to Sensei Christopher in Series Joy. And what I learned that, especially on this day 11, is I basically doing this every single day, loving myself and loving myself more, choosing myself and choosing myself better. And so I'm better at this, and I realize that that's all we need to focus on every moment, and show up to yourself every moment, every situation, loving yourself, choosing yourself. From there, you can slowly, because you choose yourself, because you choose to be in your self-love and sense of safety and harmony, you can slowly soften your armor that you have. We all have armor and protection because life wasn't safe for us, right? It's very interesting as I work on clients, and there is this client that whose psychic skills is super open, and he sees a lot of images during sessions. So it's very interesting to work with this client. And this client will say something like, as I'm working through this, yeah, he'll be like, oh, I just have this image of, people getting shot in the back. They were at wars, and, just like any other culture, we've gone through a lot of wars, especially recent, like World War I, World War II, and a couple of different wars that we all know of. And we have those programming or the energy that's maybe attached to our fascia, right? So as we just release those tension patterns and attachment that kind of just stuck in our tissue, literally, we have this flash of memory that like, oh, I just saw the image of ancestors, like a war. And I'm just like thinking like we can be like at war, we think we're not at war, like, for most of our areas, regions in the world, but we think that our body may think that we're still at war and trying to protect ourselves. And we just go into this place when every time we don't feel safe. So just going into this spot of like trying to protect ourselves. But that new paradigm and how you can rise above this matrix of fearful pattern is that you choose yourself, you love yourself so much, and you show up to yourself exactly, right? Cornfield mountain, we'll move mountains, and we'll choose yourself, love yourself so much that creating that inner peace within and reconnecting with yourself and with the divine source, whatever you believe in. And so you cultivate this firm belief that you are more than the physical body and you are here for a reason and you are safe, protected. And it's our birthright. When we came to earth, it's our birthright to feel safe, to feel loved, and to feel taken care of, even though you may not have that sensation or literal trauma around it, but just claim and take back your power that it's like, it doesn't have to be this anymore. And this is how you can flip the narrative and to just release all your trauma and the pattern that you may have stuck in the last many lifetimes, maybe from childhood, who knows. But as we do that, then you are rewriting the story, right? Every moment is the opportunity to rewrite your story. As you do that, rewrite your story, and you just like, I am safe, I am loving, I am loved, I am kind, I choose myself, I am safe. There's all this inner harmony within. I am describing this as a perfect harmony, but then how you look at things, it looks like entanglement. That's the trauma, right? But then lubricate your fascia, lubricate this ocean flow inside of you, and it's the constant flow. Sometimes go slow, but it's constantly moving. Sometimes a little bit faster, right? We're riding the wave of those energy. Literally, that's what emotions are, energy, emotions, so that we can just ride the wave. And then I am safe. I deserve it. My body deserves to feel good. I deserve to feel good. And I am loved. From there, you have established this good boundary for yourself. So anything that is not come at you, come to your awareness in your field. And then you just like know right away. Like, no, I don't say yes to this. And you know what to say to yet, like when to say yes, when to say no, right? And from there, you just feel safer and safer because your antenna is so tuned in so that you know how to say yes, you know how to say no, and you just have beautiful boundaries and beautiful discernment. I like to use that word, beautiful. And then when you have that beautiful boundary for yourself, can you imagine whatever comes at you, you just know that you're protected because you trust yourself, you trust your inner wisdom, inner peace within, because you know what it's like for you and your body to feel safe. and protect it. And remind yourself every single day that this is the feeling that I need to focus on, the sensation that I need to focus on, or that this is where I come back to when I go a little bit outside, right? So regulating your nervous system is about literally finding inner peace within, being back to your body, come home to your body. And that really makes sense to me when I say that. Yeah, how to feel safe while in a corporate job and fearing layoff and can't afford to live paychecks. Thoughts? Yeah, great question, Christine. Yeah, the system is changing and moving, right? And I think the first of all is to use your affirmation, keep moving fascia, to cultivate the inner peace within, just to know that whatever happens, you're going to be okay. I know it's scary to say that, but I think to ascend, I firmly believe now that I'm going through my own work. Everybody needs to go through ego death and walking through the fire. And that got me where I am. Like, I was speaking back and forth with a person, and I literally have to say yesterday, you're speaking to a woman. Oh, makes me. You're speaking to a woman who was crushed by life and lost everything and betrayed by everything that you deserved, everything you believe in, and from there rose from the ashes. So I am not scared of losing anything anymore, losing people. I'm scared of losing myself. And that's my embodied experience. And I didn't plan to cry. But you get the idea. And I think, I don't wish for anything bad to anyone. But there's a strength that comes out from losing. You feel like you're losing everything, you lost everything, and you lost everything, but instead you found yourself. And that's the real strength right there that no one can take away from. And I don't wish bad for anyone, but I do also feel like everybody at some point needs to go through this walking through the fire and that ego death. Choosing yourself when nobody chooses you, and choosing yourself and you see yourself when nobody sees you, and that's the real strength right there that nobody can take away from. And it's very, very scary, especially if you have family and if you have children. But at the end of it, like, things are moving, it is what it is, and there's so many things that you can control. What you can control, people will all say that it's a reaction to, how you react to things. How to respond rather than react. That's very true too, but also it started to sound cliche, right? I think create the time for yourself every single day to cultivate this self-love. Also, continue to work on your fascia, but I noticed with my clients, because I started to really believe in myself. Well, first of all, you got to start from somewhere to believe in yourself. But as I working with clients, I noticed that my clients, it doesn't matter which industry you're in, like film industry is willing to look at Hollywood. Hollywood is crumbling, and that's the system that is like obviously breaking, right? But it doesn't matter which industry you are in. If you started to work on yourself, and somehow it's like, let's say people are losing jobs, and it's like, I've seen a lot of videos about film industry. It's like director levels. It's like, I haven't had jobs for the last half a year, something like that. And looking at one of my clients, and it's like, you know what, this is the year that I make money the most. And so it just shows that the outside things will remind you, you know, how scary everything is. But if you really just work on yourself and maybe work with me, I will remind you, hold space. I don't fix anything. I hold space for you to remember who you are. Then, oh, I gotta stay. I have a cry. This is the divine. Anyways, what I do is hold space for you and to remind you who you are. Then that real self will come out. And when your real self gets to come out, all those fear tactics that trying to come at you, you won't get swayed by it anymore, because every day you are working on your self-love. And nothing scares you. You will come to a point, nothing scares you anymore, but rather you're scared of losing yourself from complying or not speaking your truth, right? So there's that. That's the power right there. So Christine, you're going through it, and you feel the energy, not necessarily just from you, right? It's just like everyone is like, oh my God, it's like I thought I had this safest job, and it's like you don't know what's going on. But this is where we need to go inwards and work on the real strength, real thing that nobody can take away from. So maybe it's time for us to, I feel that where the world is going essentially is claiming our sovereignty. Nobody works for nobody kind of thing. It's just more like not the top-down structure, but it's going to be a flat structure. There's a center, and everybody gets to claim their own center in your own reality. And from there, it's like a fascial network, like spider web, and there's a grid, right? So that kind of image that I see in the age of Aquarius is like where Atlantean time, there was a center, there was a people, and we are all collaborating. Instead of no one's manipulating, no one's go through this power games. The faster you get out of this power game, once you rise above it, people who are in here will never be able to manipulate you, will never be able to influence you. It just bounce back. It's just that dimensional energetic law. So I've been experiencing that in my life. So what we need to work on is really about keep facing your shadow, integrate, metabolize all your shadows that you have within. And I really see it. I really see what's going on. I really see what I've been working on and I have worked on. So I hope that helps. We got this, and it doesn't matter what's happening. You don't have to hustle to go back into this inner peace anymore. Tune yourself into this unshakable inner peace, self-love within. Then everything else just follow into place. And from there, keep reprogramming yourself that the more I relax, the better everything flows. The more I take a break, the more I relax. So it's all in here, right? It's all in here. It's all in here. So if my words ignite something in you, I would love for you to just start moving with me, working with me. And but you can also work on yourself, and we're all working on. Today is a powerful day, 29 degrees Cancer. Emotional mastery is, I believe, is how you excel in this new age and time. Emotions were demonized for a very long time, and we learned to detach or suppress and demonize and just didn't know what to do with it. And we are, without knowing, suppressing and storing it in our body like a pockets of emotions, and that tied to our chemicals and that we eat. We were literally eating emotions, and we didn't know how to digest them. How to digest emotions. Our organs' job is to digest our food, but also digest our emotions. And if you don't know how to metabolize and digest those emotions, that's the digestive system problem that we have. This is my theory. In order for us to digest, metabolize our stuck emotions, we need to completely surrender and know that, okay, I am safe. My body can handle this. I'm going to clean my system and to cultivate the sense of safety within for my fascia, for my emotions, for my organs to be metabolized, to metabolize. And from there, all the stuck emotions start to get absorbed into our tissue. And this is how you can move. And our body is so wise that observe the essence that is so vital for our body. So learn the lesson, right? From this shadow aspect of ourselves that got trapped in our tissue. Take the good essence and flush out and release all the things that don't need in our system. So that's how you can metabolize. So in order to do that, we need to feel safe and surrender. And I just let that our body does its own thing. It's like, body, I trust you, I surrender. So yeah, the surrendering and feeling the emotion, but finding a good balance without being controlled or taken over by our strong emotions. But use this, acknowledge them, don't demonize them. Just radically, unconditionally, just love everything. Thank you, pain. Thank you, anger. Thank you, resentment. Thank you, sourness. Thank you, frustrations. I love you. I am safe with you. You are safe with me. And let's dance. Let's move with me. Teach me what I need to learn in this moment. And meanwhile, I'm going to be kind and loving to myself. Thank you for teaching me so I am more kind. I am more compassionate with myself. And I no longer need this emotion in my body because of this, I learned the lesson already. I know when to say yes. I know when to say no. I know when to act. I know when not to act. Right? It's all the discernment. There is no right or wrong to actions. You just know your strength, your love. You know who you are. Remember who you are. And from there, every action you take becomes very intentional. Every action you choose, it becomes something that leads to something better. Yeah, love your words today. Very comforting. Thank you. You're very welcome. So that being said, that was powerful. Sometimes just the words are just like, woo, woo, woo. So let me read today's energy. Today we stand at a beautiful threshold. The sun resets at 29 degrees Cancer, the final degree, the master degree of emotions. We're graduating. Master degree of emotions, sensitivity, and inner nurturing. This is not a day to get lost in the waves, but to ride them. You're no longer who you were. You're becoming who you became here to be. 29 next to 11, the number of mastery, divine alignment, the bridge between spirit and form. It also reduces to 2, the frequency of love, harmony, and sacred relationship, especially the one with yourself. It's a day to witness your own becoming, to honor your self-devotion. Virgo, so today's a Virgo day in the Cancer. Virgo teaches us, I become, not by force, but by refinement, by tending to the temple within. You are the temple. This body is a temple. Meanwhile, the moon and Venus kiss at 19 degrees Gemini. 19 reduced to 10. Today is a number of manifestation, completion, and new beginnings. Gemini activates the intellect, our playful curiosity, our words and stories. This is the potent day to speak love into existence, to think love into reality, and to move through life with self-celebration. Together, this cosmic alignment invites us to feel without drowning, to think without overcomplicating, to become without abandoning softness, to manifest from a place of self-love and internal radiance. You're becoming the version of you that stays sovereign through the tides. Let it be gentle, let it be true. So that's a powerful day right there. Yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. So let us really go through this last day of Cancer. Emotional mastery. Feel it all without drowning yourself. Literally, drowning is like in the water, right? You are not meant to drown. You're meant to ride a wave. You're meant to ride. We're all learning to become that ocean rider. Ocean rider. Imagine you're an ocean rider and you're also the lighthouse in the ocean. And the lighthouse will not dim, right? The light is so stable. Even that storm is happening around you, right? And you're claiming yourself the lighthouse. You're not responsible for people's emotions. People's storm is not your storm. Your karma is your karma. Your people's karma is not your karma. And you just need to, you can still hold space for people, but claiming yourself, you're no longer responsible for others' emotions. You don't overgive from the lack. You only give from overflow. And you honor yourself so much that you never give others in exchange of your self-sacrifice. And we are all learning and shifting how we show up to yourself and others. And this is how you raise your vibration frequency. And energy is everything. We are water. Every thought, every action, every movement create a ripple in your inner water, which is your fascia, vibrating frequency. And so what are you vibrating at matters. Tune yourself and tune your frequency, and everything around you needs to adapt around it. This is you, and everything needs to be adapt around it. So tuning yourself, and that's what we need to focus on. When you tune yourself more in flow, in love, in peace, then everything flows better. Yes, you're very welcome, Lee. Thank you. Just what I needed. Yes, thank you guys for being here. Let's finish with the heart and the brain. And imagine energy flow, heart and the brain. But also I will add a bunch of affirmations. If you're called to, let's do it together. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. To your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello brain. Hello mind. Hello ego. Hello inner child. Hello body. Hello fascia. Hello heart. Hello all parts of myself. Thank you for working together in harmony. I love our unshakable, unbreakable love, inner peace, inner harmony. I love your harmonious, smart, efficient collaboration. All parts of me are being seen and felt and cared by me. And as an exchange, they see, feel, and love me. Now let's put our heart in the center. Hello heart, you're the lighthouse, we follow you. I love myself, I choose myself. I accept myself for exactly who I am. I am safe. I am protected. I am guided. I have beautiful boundaries. I have beautiful discernment. So I feel safe. I can soften my armor. I am enough. My presence is enough. I am worthy. All is well. My body moves with ease, joy, love, compassion. I'm joyful. My inner peace is unbreakable. The more I relax, the better everything flows. I trust myself. No more proving, no more fixing, no more bracing, no more clenching, no more gripping. I am enough. Relax. How are you guys feeling? Thank you guys for being here. That was wonderful. Every live is different. I did not get to use this, but I do have a hands-on session coming, so I have to go. But thank you guys for coming. Hi, Lisa. So good to see you. Hope you guys will have a wonderful day. Today's live was so powerful. It was so raw and vulnerable. I guess it was the perfect live for last day of Cancer. Yeah, I gotta love Cancer. Emotional mastery without drowning yourself, right? Use that as your power to find yourself back, coming home to yourself. Regulating your nervous system is about coming back to your inner peace, inner love, and knowing who you are. So yes, thank you guys for being here. Bye, Lynn, Christine, Lady Don, Christine. Thank you guys. I will see you soon. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.